Hello and welcome to the English Football Podcast. And today we're going to talk about the signing for Chelsea where they signed Mudryk for 88 million. I mean, that's just shown football is all about money. No one cares about whether you like the team or not because it's all about money. Whoever bids more gets the player. He's got 7 goals, 7 assists in 12 games in the Ukrainian Premier League. Mudryk's always said, and since it was between Chelsea and Arsenal, since they've both been interested in him, he's been saying time and time again that he wants to go to Arsenal. He's put it on his Instagram story, I think, and he said, what a club, what a manager, and how good the club is, and how he wants to go there so much. Chelsea bid more, Chelsea get the player. I mean, it's like Ronaldo to Al Nassr. He could have ended his career in such a better place, a better club, But instead, he's gone to Al Nassr because he's getting 200 million a year. And I think it was £26 a second or something. Or euros, sorry. But, that's another thing to talk about. I think as well, just not Mudryk. Well, it depends on the player, but I'm sure most players would rather go to Arsenal. I mean, we talked about this on the talking about Declan Rice, how Chelsea aren't in a good position at the moment. I mean, and maybe them signing Mudryk would help them, and it probably will do. But Arsenal are on the up. They're top of the league, probably get Champions League. Chelsea, I don't see them getting Champions League. I think it'll be a good season for them to get 6th, really. So it's hard, but Arsenal, they've got young squad as well, which I think Mudryk 22. I think he's 22, but he'd fit in with that young squad. They're top of the league, and they will get UCL next season. They will. Chelsea won't. I'm going to say that right. I know it's halfway through the season, but Chelsea aren't going to turn it around so much that they get top 4, and Arsenal aren't going to bottle it so much that they get 5th or 6th. That will not happen. Anyway, Mudryk's signed for Chelsea, so he could make his debut against Liverpool at Anfield. For surprisingly, it's 9th versus 10th in the league. Usually these big games, Liverpool, Chelsea, and the big 6 clubs now. But it's weird this year because it's sort of crisis team versus crisis team. Because, I mean, if he makes his debut at Anfield, it will be a tough way to make your debut. He'll bring a lot to Chelsea. I think it's probably as well. We talked about it on João Felix. Probably about Aubameyang. They're probably going to let him go. Barca have been in talks with him. It's all going around with Aubameyang. And probably when that deal is done, we'll talk about that. It's that game as well, Liverpool-Chelsea. It's usually those two teams would be either Chelsea would be fighting for top 4. You'd think it would be like a sort of 2nd versus 5th or 4th versus 3rd. No one would have guessed this season both the teams would be 9th and 10th in the league. So, very surprising. But thanks for watching. Football is all about money. Goodbye.